Hi guys, welcome back to the home and homestead. Today we will be doing part 2 of a multi-part series of using pears that we harvested from our pear tree this year. And today we'll be trying out together a French pear cake. So follow along and see how we use pears from our pear tree that we harvested this year in this new sweet recipe today. Okay, so the first step of prepping this French pear cake is to get the pears ready. So what we're going to do is peel and core them. And I will be saving the peels, so I have them off to the side here. I'll be freezing this bag and watch for a later video where I will be taking the scraps from all these different projects that we're doing with our pears this year, and I'll be making some pear juice with that. So we'll peel the pears, and then we'll just cut them in half. We'll take this loop corer and take out the main seed part with the wider portion of this loop, and with the narrow portion we take out the bottom as well as the top where the stem was. Then you have a nice cored and peeled half of a pear. Then I'll put that in off to the side here. I have 2 quarts of water and 3 tablespoons of Ball Fruit Fresh Produce Protector, and that just helps keep the pears from browning. Alright, so we're going to need 3 to 4 cups of chopped pears. So I'm going to continue to peel and core these pears here, and then I'll chop them up, and then we'll move on to the next step of making this cake batter. Okay, so the pears are all prepped. They're peeled, cored, and coarsely chopped into pieces. I have them set aside. It's about 4 cups total. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cream the butter in the KitchenAid mixer. So we'll do a half a cup of cold butter, which is 1 stick of butter, cubed into pieces, and inside of the bowl already I have 2/3 cup of sugar. So we're going to cream this. This may take a few minutes for it to cream it and be fluffy consistency. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 eggs, one at a time. To this, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 3 tablespoons of a dark rum. If you don't drink, or if you don't have rum in the house, you can use a rum extract. They sell that at grocery stores, so you get that on Amazon. So I'm just going to measure this off separately and pour it in. Alright, so this is 3 tablespoons of dark rum. So now we're going to add the flour mixture, which consists of 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I put that in a bowl and I mix it together. So now we're just going to add this slowly to incorporate. And there we go. So this is just the base of the batter. Next we're going to fold in the pear pieces. So again, here we have about 4 cups of chopped pear. We'll mix this together, kind of just folding in the pear. Now we'll get this into a cake pan and get this baked. Alright, so let's get this batter into the cake pan. I greased the cake pan already, and the oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I evened off the top with the spatula, and now we're just going to sprinkle the top with a little more granulated sugar. And now we'll bake this at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. So I'll put it in for 40 minutes and check and see if it's done at that point. Okay, so it's been 40 minutes. Let's get the cake out of the oven. So we'll let the cake cool here, and then we can remove it out of the pan and see how it looks and tastes. All right, so let's have a taste of this French pear cake. This is incredibly moist. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells absolutely wonderful. Nice and moist, the crispy top from the sugar that we put on right before we baked it. All right, let's have a taste. That is very good. This would be great with apples as well, or maybe even plums. You could serve it as a coffee cake. You could also garnish with a little powdered sugar on top. Although it really doesn't need the added sweetness. It's really quite good. Nice big pieces of pear in here. It's very tasty, and a nice rustic cake you could make for brunch or breakfast or dessert. I hope you enjoyed our time together in the kitchen. Watch for more videos on what we will be doing with our pear harvest this year. We'll have a number of canning recipes, as well as we'll be trying out some different recipes using pears as well. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. See you next time. Take care.